today on my show of what I'm going to talk about on my show today. I'm going to do a podcast topic, Disney's Phil of the Future reboot, pitch idea, and my pitch idea for a Phil of the Future reboot should be about, so it should take place after the events of the final episode, how the Diffie family is trying to get back home to the future. So what if years later, so Phil and Pim, so both of them are brother and sister, and they're now graduated from college. So this time, their parents Lloyd and Barbara are now retired, but they decided to give their two college graduated kids a graduation present of a time machine RV, but it's a lot newer. So later, before Phil and Pim tries to figure out what they want to do, what career they want to work at, so both of them, Phil and Pim, decide to go on their brand new adventure as both of them decided to time travel back in 2021, but this time it takes place in a new location in Phoenix, Arizona, even though it's still hot in this state, but they'll survive. But this time, in this time period where Phil and Pim, they never heard about coronavirus before, or what buildings you're allowed without a mask, or where you'll still have to wear one if you're not vaccinated. But this time, Phil reunites with Keely, so he had a crush on when they were both teenagers. And I think for this reboot, it should take place new kids of generation to watch too. And I think it needs to have good humor and make sure it's kid friendly. And I think for Phil of the Future reboot, I think that should be on Disney Plus. And my condition is, if Disney ever decided to make a Phil of the Future reboot TV series on Disney Plus, make sure to bring back the original cast from the show so they could reprise their roles. And now for the characters, so again, Phil and Pim are now older, but this time what, they're in their late 20s, and both of them graduated with a doctorate's degree. like where they came from. But as for Lloyd and Barbara, of the two parents, so both of them are done raising their kids, and they said, what if they retire somewhere in the virtual world in New Mexico? And as for Keely Teslo, so she's now in her 30s, and she got to reunite with Phil that came back, but this time Keely has his son named Brandon, and he has autism, so Brandon tries to get to know Phil, like how Phil and Keely met before. And that was my pitch idea for Disney's Phil of the Future reboot. And before I go, also want to make this episode for people who remembers watching Disney's Phil of the Future before. And that's all for my show today. And make sure to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Click like on the bottom below. And don't forget to hit the bell for more notifications. And that's all for my show today. And see you next time.